Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Very nice. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So we'll wait for teachers to join in, then we can start the session. Good morning, teachers. Good morning. Very good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, teachers. Good morning. Wow, the number is increasing. Very nice. It's good to see all the teachers in the morning. Very nice. A very good morning. Very good morning. Good morning. Very nice. Good morning. Good morning, Prabha Sharma. Good morning, Shivam. Good morning, Rupinder. Good morning, Sweetie ma'am. Good morning, Deepika ma'am. Good morning, Siddhi ma'am. Good morning. Good morning, Neha ma'am. Oh my God, there's a messages are coming. Thank you. Good morning. So we'll wait. Very nice. Good morning. Ma'am, just let me know when we can start the presentation.
Another 2 minutes and we can start.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Good morning, Manish. Good, Manisha. Good morning. Good morning. A very good morning. Good morning. Good morning, teachers. Good morning. Very nice. So good to see all the teachers in the morning. Very nice. Good morning. Good morning. So I should record this good morning in the morning. Yes, to wish everyone here. Very nice. Good morning. Good morning. Excellent. Wow. Very nice to see all the teachers here. Very nice. Good morning. Oh my God, there's 137 participants. Oh, all teachers. Very good. Good morning. A very good morning, everyone. Very nice. Very nice. Good morning, Dipali ma'am. Good morning, Atish. Very nice. So we have teachers. Very nice. Good morning. So are you excited, teachers, about this webinar of YULO? Just say yes or no. How are you feeling today? How are your excitement levels? It's something you will learn new in your class, and I'm sure you will be rocking as the teachers always rock. And remember, you are the teachers, you are making doctors and engineers. I like that excitement. So keep that excitement because we're going to start it soon. Excellent. Yes, pretty much excited. Very nice. So we will make sure that excitement levels go till the last. And the webinar is as rocking as you. Very nice. Good morning. Good morning. Very nice. Excellent. Very excited. Oh my God. I hope we'll keep that excitement level till the last. Very nice. So we'll keep that excitement level. And I'm sure you will enjoy this webinar because it's just a starting of YOLO with the webinars, and very nice. So how are you feeling today? I will start this session with how are you feeling today? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling, before we start this session, I want how are you feeling? And happy, sad, or very nice. Good morning. Good morning. I'm eager. Oh my God, you're eager, happy. Okay, very nice. I'm very excited because I was a teacher for 17 years, and I'm also excited. This is another webinar for us to teach our fellow teachers how to, for the reading. And it is very nice. Excellent. And the webinar, excellent. Oh, good morning. Very excited. Okay, oh my God. I have very excited. participants. Very nice. Oh my God. It's my first session. Oh my God, it's your first session. I'm sure it will be rocking as you. Excellent. Really eager, ma'am. Very nice. We are also eager to tell you the strategies, what we have for you, and how we're going to implement that in the classroom. And we are also eager to tell you, we are also waiting. We were waiting this moment that we can connect with you as teachers and we can start the sessions of webinar. And this is just the beginning, and we have a lot of sessions for you, for students as well. Do tell your students to join. So Tuina ma'am, just let me know when we can start the session. Aksha, can you let me know when we can start the session, or we're waiting for?
We can start the session, ma'am.
Start.
Fine. Should we start? Okay, thank you. A very warm welcome. Very nice. Good. A lot of good mornings are coming up. Very nice. So when you see my screen, just give me a thumbs up. And if you are not able to see me, see my screen, just let me know, because it's all about technology. Thank you so much. So I'll share my screen and we'll start with, oh, thank you. What a big thumbs up I got in the morning only. Wow. Excellent. Excellent. Brilliant. So ma'am, we'll start the session and I'll share my presentation, and here we go. Okay, so let me. Okay, so words of wisdom, YOLO, very igniting a love for reading. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session. How I start the session: foundation of reading excellence, with the teachers who already know how to teach in the class, how to do everything in the class. But let me start this session with a small question. I want you to write this answer in the chat box so that you understand why we are here and why we are giving more importance to reading. So if you say, I'll start with a simple question. Why do some children become lifelong readers? I'll repeat, why do some children become lifelong readers while others only read when they are told to read? Can you give me this answer? Then I can start. Why? I'll say, excellent. I need the answer for this question. Why do some children become lifelong readers while others read only when they are required? Okay, ma'am told me to read this book and I'm reading. More practice. Okay, very nice. Because reading habit built at a very excellent, Preeti ma'am. Thank you, Akwindas Kaur ma'am. Practice, excellent. Due to interest, excellent. Oh my God, what brilliant answers I'm getting for the teacher. Very daily practice, excellent. Excellent. Very nice, very nice. Interest on reading and they want to explore. Joy of reading and they indulge themselves. Very nice. Reading habit plus interest. Habit, excellent. Brilliant. I can say role models. You teachers as role models. Very nice. Just due to interest and they are able to understand. Very nice. So words of wisdom. And as teachers, thank you so much for all the answers. Here we providing reading for foundation of reading excellence, building a culture classroom where a picture in their mind. Thank you for so many answers. Thank you, everyone. So very nice. Okay. So as a teacher, what role we play? We nurture the kids. We make the lifelong readers, and we read along with the enthusiasm. We tell the students without assessing them about the reading. Yes, we don't tell them, okay, we'll assess you for the reading, the pronunciation, and let them enjoy reading and creating that classroom. Here, I will always say children become readers on the lap of their parents. But in classroom, you are their parents and you are making that hidden the magic to discover in the class, that what is this book all about? What is this reading all about? Not reading the normal text or English books or the other books, but the reading. I still remember the fairy tales. I still remember the stories. If you agree with me, yes or no? Do you remember all the fairy tales, all the stories what we have read? That is the hidden magic in the books. Do you believe that? There is excellent. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am, for giving that yes to me. That's why we say children become readers, because in the parents' lap, and they remain readers in the classroom because of you, because you are letting them discover that magic hidden in the books. So today in YOLO team, we are exploring how in this presentation and in this webinar, we are exploring how children from simple decoding words and developing a genuine love for reading. And I'm sure by the end of this webinar, you will create that environment in your class, and you will encourage students to read independently instead of you teachers are telling to pick the book for them, or you are helping them to take the book. So that is our motive. Do you agree with? Are you ready? So you are building the rich environment in the class, and we as ULO team will help you to create that rich environment of reading in the class. And how we can do that? With simple strategies which helps you to read, which helps the child to read, and reading is very important. Thank you for so many thumbs ups. So there are some norms which we follow when we, there are some norms which we follow. I will request my all beautiful teachers, let's establish a few norms. Please keep your cameras on because I would love to see your smiling faces, and it helps me create a more engaging environment. Please be free to share your thoughts and experiences throughout this session, and kindly keep microphones muted unless you are speaking. Thank you so much for that. Okay. What are the learning objectives? Whatever we do, every time we have learning outcomes. A small activity, we do it in the class, we should have a learning outcomes. Say here also we have some learning objectives. Today's journey, I will say, I'll divide it into 3 parts. There are 3 goals regarding this learning journey of a child in a reading. Firstly, we understood how we can create that support of learning in the classroom. How can we give that support to a child in the classroom for reading? I'm not talking about writing, I'm not talking about listening and speaking, but I'm talking about reading. And secondly, we will be exploring the stages of reading development. And to become an avid reader, it takes time. Do you agree with me that? To become an avid reader, it takes time. Say yes or no in the chat box. And then thirdly, we will be identifying that practical and low strategies that can be implemented in your classroom. And you don't need any budget for it. You don't need any big equipments for it, or you need a big library for it. It can be, as team, what we have made sure that through this webinar, low cost strategies you can implement in the class to start the reading. So are you ready? Thank you. That's a learning objective. We'll be learning this. So teachers, before I go here, I would like to watch this, a small story with the teacher's lens. You are teachers, with the teacher's lens, I want you to watch this story. And when you're watching this story, I want you to keep a few points in your mind. What motivated the child to read, and what role did the books played in his life, and how does reading influence curiosity and learning. Keep these points in your mind while you are watching this story from a teacher's lens. Okay, so you are teachers, watch this story with your lens. Are you ready to watch that story with me? I have very active participants. They're like, I'm getting yes, 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 ma'am. Very nice. So I'm sure you all are smiling. So here, please let me know.
Ma'am, just give me a second. Let me play the video. Just give
Yes,
me
yes, Akshay ma'am.
just give me a second.
Okay. So Akshay ma'am will share that video with you. I will repeat those all points which one of the teachers said. I would like you to watch this video with a teacher's lens. And I want you to keep these things in mind. What motivated the child to read? What motivated the child to read? And what role did these books played? And how did reading influence curiosity and learning in that child? Keep that thoughts in your mind when you watch this video. Akshay, are you ready? Please watch this video.
Just give me a second.
No worries, no worries. So teachers, are you ready? Are you keeping those thoughts in mind?
Just let me know if my audio is visible.
Yes. Akshay, oh wow, I am getting too many thumbs up. Very nice. Yes, we can hear you. Excellent.
रद्दी यहाँ ऊपर एक सेकंड यार, ये किताब नहीं बेचनी, इसको निकाल दे।
निकाल दो सर, फालतू में घर में पड़ी रहेगी।
ये नहीं बेचनी, बाकी तोल दे तो।
Unable to present in full screen.
15 किलो सर।
ठीक है।
दे दो सर, 10-15 रुपए ज्यादा दे दूंगा उसके।
कहा तुझसे नहीं बेचनी किताब, इसके पैसे दे दे बस।
सर ये ले लो। एक्सक्यूज मी सर,
क्या हुआ
प्लीज सर, कैन आई बोरो दिस बुक सर? सर प्लीज सर।
यार? अच्छे खासे पढ़े लिखे लगते हो, तो फिर ये रद्दी का काम क्यों कर रहे हो तुम?
आपके लिए ये रद्दी है सर, मेरे लिए BA MA की डिग्रियां हैं सर। जो भी पढ़ा हूँ इसी से पढ़ा हूँ सर।
नाइस, काफी कमाल के आदमी लगते हो यार। एक काम करो, अंदर आ जाओ, तुम्हारी रद्दी के बारे में बात करते हैं। हाँ दोस्त, बताओ अपने MA और BA की डिग्री के बारे में।
सर पापा पढ़े लिखे थे नहीं, उनका रद्दी का काम था,
अच्छा,
मगर हमें पढ़ाना चाहते थे। मैं जब 14 साल का था तब उनकी डेथ हो गई।
ओह,
छोटा भाई 8 साल का था, मम्मी हाउसवाइफ। तो घर चलाने के लिए मुझे ये रद्दी का काम चलाना पड़ा। स्कूल छूट गया, मगर मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं छोड़ी सर। उसके बाद ना सर, मैंने रद्दी पकड़ ली। रद्दी को पढ़ना शुरू किया, रद्दी से सीखना शुरू किया। एक सपना था सर, थोड़ा और जान लूं, थोड़ा और सीख लूं। वो कहते हैं ना सर, नेवर स्टॉप ड्रीमिंग।
कमाल हो यार।
और इलेक्ट्रिकल चीजों में ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है सर, इसलिए ये बुक आप मुझे पढ़ने को दे दो तो आई विल बी थैंकफुल सर।
क्या आदमी हो, मजा आ गया सच में। यू कैन कीप दिस बुक, बट मुझे 2 दिन में वापस चाहिए।
2 दिन बहुत है सर इसे खत्म करने के लिए।
श्योर?
श्योर सर।
चलो रख लो।
थैंक यू सर।
कुछ सपने लायक होते हैं पूरा होने के। जब आपको ऐसा कोई सपना दिखे जिसे देख उसे पूरा करने का मन करे, तो जाइए giftlivelihood.com पर, वो सपना हमें रेफर कीजिए। अपने खर्च पर ICICI अकेडमी फॉर स्किल्स में इलेक्ट्रिकल रिपेयर या ऑफिस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जैसी स्किल बेस्ड ट्रेनिंग देकर उसे एक अच्छी नौकरी, एक बेहतर जिंदगी के लिए तैयार करने की जिम्मेदारी हमारी है।
सर सर।
अरे मनोज, कैसा है?
थैंक यू सर।
क्या ये? अच्छा, लेटर आ गया?
आ गया सर।
डियर मनोज कुमार, वेरी नाइस।
यस सर, आपने नई जिंदगी दे दी सर। थैंक यू सर।
कांग्रेचुलेशंस यार।
थैंक यू।
ऑल द बेस्ट।
तो आइए पूरा करते हैं वो सपने जो लायक हैं पूरा होने के।
Oh, wow. That was a wonderful story. Yes. So teachers, reflect upon these questions, what I asked. What motivated the child to read? And what role did access to books play? And how did reading influence curiosity and learning? I'll give you a minute to think about it and give me these answers, because that's very important that you have seen a video and what you think about it. Very nice. Determination, eager to learn something. Excellent. Very nice. That's brilliant. Determination and motivation. The interest and his passion towards it. Excellent. Brilliant teachers. Very nice. Very nice. You are on the right path, and yes, excellent. Brilliant. Very nice. Passion for reading. See, passion for reading can start anywhere, from anything. You don't need a big library for it. Yes or no? Curiosity. है ना? The challenge isn't creating curiosity, it's creating that environment to grow. Excellent. His father dreamed that he himself could not fail. Yes, that motivation, determination, inner zeal. Oh my God, beautiful answers. Excellent. Seek the wisdom, never give up. Curiosity. But who builds that curiosity? I think the teachers. One motivation from the teachers. Very nice. Excellent. Brilliant answers. So Here I will say what stands out in this story is like children are really are natural, they have the natural ability of that curiosity. But the challenge is not creating that curiosity, but the challenge is giving them opportunity for that curiosity to grow. Do you agree with that point with me? So let's connect this idea to our classroom, where we give that the curiosity is there, but we are giving them the opportunity to grow. We can do that. So that was a wonderful, so you have already given the answers. What words can you associate? Sorry, as what make the boy read and learn? What do you think reading shapes a child's curiosity to learn and explore? You have all hunger for knowledge. Oh my God, very nice answers. He started, how did reading influence his curiosity to learn more and more? So very nice, interesting. Curiosity, positive thoughts, natural learners. Why? Yes, his hard work wins last, ma'am. His father has his motivation to read. See, here, father played a role. And in classroom, we teachers play the role for the motivation, for the building that confidence in a child to read. Yes, reading is important. What do you think, teachers? Reading is important in the classrooms? So let's debrief about it. So what is missing in our classroom? Tell me honestly, what do you think? What is missing in the classroom? But as teachers, I say we most focus on writing. Yes or no? We most focus on writing. Yes, ma'am. We most focus on writing. And what is missing in classroom when we talk about reading? Real life examples and stories. Students. Why? Because we teach children how to read. Yes. But we never seen, we motivate a child to read. Yes, motivation, aaj ki raat ka, more value, lengthy curriculum. Oh my God. Yes, we are teaching them phonics. We are teaching them stories. We are teaching them sight words, comprehension. But where are the reading strategies? Syllabus pressure, but where are the reading strategies? Yet you have to force a child to pick up a book from the reading corner on their own. Do you agree with Matt? Agree with me? You have to. You actually make a child, okay, pick up a book, you're free. You go and pick up a book and read. But we are teaching them reading phonics, we're teaching them sentences, we are teaching them comprehension in the class. But what about the reading excellence? Where is the reading? The purpose of reading is gone. Because it's not about the curriculum, it's not about the language. Where is reading? Here becomes reading has to be more meaningful and enjoyable. If I say I use the voice modulations, reading is dead. Mayank, I agree with you because we are not taking it in a positive way. We are not giving that. Yes, I'm saying a children may read, ma'am, Neha ma'am, I'll repeat that. A children may read phonics. They can read sight words. They can read comprehensions. But yet a child will take time to read a book from the reading corner. Yes or no? Same. Like we have not given that importance to the reading from the books, the reading from the, like you have not made the reading enjoyable, the meaningful. If I read a book, okay, I want to read a book of students, if I read a book with the voice, do you know, this is there was something, and the child will read. This is voice modulations, the expressions. We have not inculcated those things when the child, and building reading skills through habit, skills and through habits. It is a skill which is required and it's a habit. How do you enjoy reading? You all read books? Yes, ma'am, it is true. Yes. If I use voice modulation, I bring a lot of props in the class. Why? Reading is, I don't have to bring big props. I can take a small socks to make a prop and just use it in the class for my reading skills. Accuracy and correctness, focus on meaning and enjoyment, excellent. And there is no specific period in the class. So as a teacher, we used to make, I will share my experience here as a teacher. I also never liked reading books, but one child motivated me. I'm repeating again, a child motivated me. A child said, ma'am, why don't you read a book with us? That gave me a hit in the class. I said, okay, I will bring my book, you bring your book. So we all bought our own books and there was one dedicated period to given so that a meaning reading can happen in the class. As a teacher, I used to bring my book and the students used to bring their book. And that created their dear period. Excellent in a week. Excellent, Saroj ma'am, brilliant, dear period. And we started doing it in a such a way. First, it was a teacher driven, teacher was reading a book, and now it was a student driven. I want to read, ma'am. I want to bring more books in the class. You know, I bought a book which was like, Mom cannot get sick. And the child was very happy in the class. The child was like, ma'am, this is the name of the book. I said, yes, Mom cannot get sick. So he was like, no, ma'am, Mom can get sick. So building that curiosity and lifelong. Now that we have books names, like you would name a book and you like hundreds of books and beautiful names. And whenever we read a book, we always make an assessment. Oh, she is not able to read or he is not able to read. Let them read. Let them enjoy that reading. If they want to use that voice modulation or they want to read with pointer fingers, these are some strategies which you can use it in the class. Okay, if I ask you participants, which side our classrooms currently emphasize more? Tell me honestly. Reading, writing, reading or writing? Currently, what are you, I can say what currently you are emphasizing more. Writing, excellent. Ma'am, if I follow LSRW, writing comes at the last. If a child is not able to read his or her name, what is about the reading then? Writing, see? Why writing? We focus on writing, more reading less. Then we ask the child, you are not able to read properly. Because reading is not enjoyable for him. Reading is not excellent. We as teachers, but parents want writing. Ma'am, here we play a very different role. Yes, a child is reading, a child is writing, but the child doesn't know what he is writing. Reading plays a very important role. Speak and write. Ma'am, I think if a child is listening well, a child will speak well. And if a child speak well, he or she will read well. And if writing comes at the last. Tell me honestly, participants, who understands the doctor's handwriting today's? Only the chemist understands. Yes or no? Yes, yes. So why we are focusing on the writing part? Where's the reading environment gone? Yes, physical. Display sitting arrangement, how we are sitting. So when we used to read book, we used to sit in a circle time. Okay, bring your book, share your thoughts with your friend, display of their work. Ma'am, you know, I have created the moral of the story in a different way. Ma'am, I want to the characters in a different way. So building that physical. Then dedicated reading time. Are we getting that time? Structured way. I'm sure if you are given in a timetable, you will follow it. Yes or no? Students may know how to read. I'm sure they know how to read. Yes, but they don't choose to read. They don't. They may make sure that, oh, ma'am, it's such big words. Ma'am, the pronunciation, I'm not able to read. Because we are making it most, I can say, that we are not making it more enjoyable for them. We are making it more assessment type. Okay, I will be assessing you for your pronunciation. I'll be assessing you for this. But where is the independent choice? Where is the curiosity? Where is that enjoyment? Reading. Yes. Okay, I think in that way, a student may know how to ride a bicycle, but unless they don't enjoy, till the time they don't enjoy, they won't choose to ride. Yes. So that is what. Both are important, but in a different way. And how we create that environment. Physical environment, like, are you giving that, are you keeping those books in the class? Are the books visible to them? Are the books accessible to them? See, ma'am, I see the previous video, it was how the child, Manoj, was reading through newspapers. Now people don't use newspapers. I read a newspaper in the morning as a teacher. I read every day. At least 2 columns I read no matter what. We are coming back to our roots, reading newspapers, reading magazines. You don't need big books. You don't need something which is easy available. Reading can happen anytime. And what is instructional? do students have a dedicated reading time? When I say my students used to read in a circle time, are the structures are like this? Some teachers told me that the curriculum is too much, the syllabus is too much. Yes, ma'am, I agree. But if you will, I'm sure, bring one book in the class and you start reading, I'm sure you will create that aura in the class, that atmosphere in the class to read. You will. It is just you have to believe in yourself. Then what are the... Do you agree with me, teachers? If we create that in the class, you bring your books and the students are bringing their own books, how it can be? Yes, excellent. Yes. Okay, what the classroom values? Do children, we don't celebrate reading. Oh my God, you read this book? Harry Potter at this age? Wow. Do we celebrate that? Sometimes we don't. It's everything is, everyone has to read books. You have to read book because you are learning right now. You are writing right now. And have you ever seen your peers? So I got motivated because one of my colleague was reading a book in a free time. I got motivated. I got motivated from a 5-year-old child when he or she asked me, ma'am, are you carrying a books with you? Motivation is must. So here we are motivating you. Bring anything in the class for the reading. That's why we have this webinar, so that you understand the reading is also plays an important role. And teachers, I'm sure you will do wonders. It's just you need that direction and you also need that motivation. And we are here as YOLO team to give that motivation to you so that you can read and you put everything in action. Are you ready to do that? Yes, ma'am. Oh, I love those yes, ma'ams. I want the thumbs ups also with it. So participants, I need the thumbs ups also because it was coming like a pop-up and it motivates me also. We have reading, a very nice reading corner is must. And you know, ma'am, I have taken pre-loved books, not even the new books, pre-loved books, the donation books to keep it in the library so that the kids enjoy. They can pick up any book and they used to, excellent. Okay, now let's see this a small video how it looks like in action. Ma'am, if I share one thing, you are doing a reading program with a child or you are reading a book, you have that wonder, do you know, I want to do this with you. I want to change the ending of this story. Would you help me? The child will like, oh, I got an opportunity to change the setting or change the book. I got that opportunity. So my teacher motivated me to change that. This is my observation in the class, and the child changed it, totally changed. No, ma'am, do you know what will happen this? And they gave me a beautiful answer. The moral of the story also was different. So that brings the curiosity, enjoyable. And I had 40-50 books in the class at the end of the day, at the end of the year in the class, because one child motivated others. Yes. So here's the link to the video, which tells the story of learning in display of then we will have some questions. And are you ready to watch that? So Akshay, would you like to play this or should I play it? If you...
Ma'am, just give me a second. I'm
Okay.
playing.
Okay, no worries. So teachers, will focus on 3 things. I heard a lot of beautiful questions from the teachers. Yes, ma'am, we have a reading corner, but ma'am, students want to read books of their own choice. Excellent, ma'am. But here you have to guide the students what type of books they should read at a particular age. As teachers, we are the guides. We have to put them on the right direction. So we should see what are they doing, and we should see, we cannot leave it. Okay, are you reading this? But yes, in a very subtle way. Okay, are you reading this? But can I give you another book to read? Can I give you another book to read? Can I give you this book to read? This is very nice. I read it. I want you to read this. Give this book. Because when you read a book, it gives you a thought. It gives you that thought only. You keep that thought in the mind. Somebody raised a hand.
Ma'am, slide number, ma'am. Pick up the class.
It's this one. This one.
A reading environment.
Yes, linking to the video here, telling the story.
Okay.
Yeah. So teachers, I have told you be very nice. Excellent. I have
Talk a
told my
lot
children to
about
read folk
the
tales.
difference
Why
between
folk tales?
documentation versus
Because
decoration.
it helps us to. Very nice.
Oftentimes, a
Very
traditional
nice.
bulletin board
Why
will
folk tales?
have
Because it connects with
15
your
to 20
roots.
of the sort of the
Very
same
nice.
project on it. And that maybe is more copying what a teacher does versus children's own experience. We're
Excellent. Very
shifting
nice,
how we
Kanika
think
ma'am.
about that,
Okay, thank you.
helping teachers understand that the purpose of
There is
documentation isn't
Motorola
about
Moto G4, I don't
decoration,
know what,
and
but
it's
there
not
I got
about
very good
how
answer.
to.
I've told
And
my
I make
children to
something
read folk
look.
tales.
It's about
Screen is
documenting the
not
serious
visible. Ma'am, they
learning
have
that
not shared
happens
it.
for young
Just give us
children.
a second. Ma'am is sharing her screen. Just
When
one. Just a
you
second.
walk down the hall and you
Akshay, are you
see
sharing the screen? Ma'am, sometimes student doesn't able to read. How will improve their learning or reading, whatever subject or English. Ma'am, you have to give time. Reading takes time. Don't put it as assessment. Reading takes time. Reading takes time, and to become an avid reader, it takes time. Yes, screen is not visible. I know. Akshay is fixing the video. So till the time I'm taking some questions from here for moral and emotional relevant. SEL is very important. Excellent. Folk tales, yes. What type of reading we can do in the class? Folk tales, very nice. But we used to read princess and princess books, and a lot of books related to that. Wonderland, the imagination, thinking out of the box. Yes, what type of books you are reading? Ma'am, sometimes students able to read. Yes, they are able to read, but let them explore. Keep those books in the class. Keep the flashcards in the class so that they enjoy reading. So, adventure books, excellent. I read a lot of fiction books. Sometimes I read a lot of, yes, interesting books, moral stories.
Visible?
Yes, ma'am. I'm also read folk tales and also encourage students to read religious books. Komal ma'am, thank you. Excellent. I got a lot of variety of the books. Very nice, teachers. You are on the right path. Excellent. You are on the right path. Very nice. Religious books, excellent. Fables, adventure stories, very nice. Motivational books. Oh my God, we got a very good, excellent, innovative books. Nowadays, the students are reading the series of all the books. They want to read Harry Potter series like this. Yes. I also, oh my God, playing role play with a younger, oh my God, Suvi ma'am, very nice. That's a very, Bhagavad Gita, I like it very much. Excellent. Puzzle books, more. So ma'am, see, so many things you already know. You are already on the right track of reading. Yes, you're already on the right track of the reading. Puzzle, I read Harry Potter many times. I like that series. Very nice. Ma'am, I too like those series. And you know that motivation given by a student who is in 9th. He told me, ma'am, read Harry Potter. I will give you my books. So he motivated me to read all that book. Then I was able to connect with the movie a lot. Excellent puzzle books. Durga, very nice. Ma'am, do all teachers on the right path. So these are the different types of books which we are reading in the class. Excellent. Very nice. Oh my God, puzzle books, short stories. I was into vampire series. Oh my God. Ma'am, everyone likes it. Moral values, story books. Excellent. Moral values, story books. Oh my God. Autobiography, horrors. Oh my God. Here you have to play a role, teachers. When you are telling the students to read horror storybooks, they will come to you. Ma'am, I was scared last night. We have readers club. Ma'am, that's very nice. Moral value storybooks. But how can you implement these in the class? I'll say. How you implement this in class? Do you,
Bhavika ma'am, which slide to be played?
ma'am, next. It's Bhagavad Gita, that's a very sacred book. Yes, ma'am. Horror stories.
This one?
Ma'am, next. Yes, GK books. Ma'am, GK is very important because
Ma'am?
knowledge is very important. Next, English literature books. Excellent. Oh my God, I got so many answers. You already ready for the reading. That's a challenge for how I created interest in my student. Oh, that's a challenge. Ma'am, that's a challenge for everyone. But I will say, take it a challenge and work on it. The challenge is everywhere. Challenge to drive a car is there. But till the time you're not holding the steering, how do you know that driving is very difficult? You will
We
watch this
talk a
video.
lot about the
Okay?
difference
And,
between documentation versus
building
decoration.
that curiosity, travel books.
Oftentimes,
I would like
a traditional bulletin
Akshay, can you
board
pause this for a
will
moment,
have
please?
15 to 20 of the sort of the same project on it. And that maybe is more copying what a teacher does versus children's own experience.
Akshay,
We're
can you pause it
shifting
for a
how we
moment,
think about
please?
that, helping teachers understand.
I just have to tell the teachers to watch this video so that they understand what we are trying to say here. So teachers, please watch this video and we'll discuss some questions after this. Okay. And be ready. I'm very happy that you are active participants and you're asking so many questions and I'm very happy with it. Brilliant. Very nice. So please watch this video so that we can continue our interaction. Perfect. Excellent. Oh my God. Too many thumbs ups. My teachers are all excited. I hope you all are smiling and your videos are on. I hope you all are smiling with me. Yes? Okay, thank you so much. So actually, you can play the video from the beginning, please. So sweet, please. Thank you.
We talk a lot about the difference between documentation versus decoration. Oftentimes, a traditional bulletin board will have 15 to 20 of the sort of the same project on it. And that maybe is more copying what a teacher does versus children's own experience. We're shifting how we think about that, helping teachers understand that the purpose of documentation isn't about decoration and it's not about how cute can I make something look. It's about documenting the serious learning that happens for young children.
Actually, somebody is saying, ma'am, screen is not visible.
When you walk down the
Pooja
hall
ma'am.
and you see a
Teachers, just confirm it. Are you able to see our screen? Navisha ma'am is saying the 3
It's
thumbs up.
visible. Carry on, please.
Okay, please.
display of student work and student learning, that story will include work samples, photographs, language samples, a little narrative about how that experience came to be, what were the children's questions, and then most importantly, we always include what the learning objectives are so that anyone that's coming by will be able to say, oh, wow, look at all the learning that happened. Our teachers are very collaborative, and one idea that they shared was a QR code.
I can add a QR code to a display, and anyone that wants to, that happens to be in the room, can use their phone, scan it, and then watch a video of the learning happening right in front of them. They said it was reaching up to the sky. Today, I was working with Carver during choice time in the block area. Micah and Celeste over here were playing together. I know that. And he happened to notice a display. I was able to take out my phone, scan it. All right, you keep watching. We're gonna get to see what your friends did in the block area. Are you ready? And he could actually watch Celeste and Micah building a structure from those blocks. A lot of times, if the children see somebody else doing something that looks interesting or fun, it might encourage them to give it a try. And this one, Jason said, I made a tower this big.
Because we document and display student learning, we send a message that we value their thinking and their understanding, and we value their questions about their world. We also send a message to adults in the lives of these children about the importance of the work that happens in an early childhood classroom
I'm thinking about
and the
her,
importance
so
of an inquiry-based curriculum.
And the top of the bottom.
So teachers, what do you think? What do you think? What did you notice on the walls? Identify any 3 things you saw on the walls in the classroom. Motivation, okay. What else? Work of kids, yes, the display of the work, the portraits, it cannot, the drawings, if you see, they're in a different way. It cannot be perfect. It's a, yes, sight words, value, drawing, creativity. Let them draw, let them explore. Excellent, critical thinking, very nice. Then what are what are the teacher actions? What are the teacher doing? Interesting words. Let them try new things. Okay, for the next question, they're guiding, very nice. They are student drawing, knowledge, QR code, interaction with the peers. Very nice. Teacher is mentoring, encouraging. Yes, encouraging. Excellent keywords. And how are the students engaging? Creative encouragement, motivation, enthusiastic, contact with students, enjoying, appreciating by pictures, motivation, child's interest, excellent, friendly environment, pictorial based learning, enthusiastically, very nice, free to create their own ideas. That's, I like it. Free to create their own. They're not focusing on the writing. If you see, they're not focusing on the drawing. They're appreciating whatever they are doing. And they are making it, the classroom looks beautiful. And it's not about displays are decorations and everything. That work has to be displayed the way the child has done it. It is not they're fixing the child's work. Okay, now your eyes are not correct. Your ears are not correct in the drawing. You have written the spellings wrong. Let them be explored. Let them be the explorers. Yes, they are appreciating and understanding and guiding. Absolutely. Okay, now I want you to pick up the classroom from here. Observe the pictures carefully. There are 2 pictures. I'm going to show it to you. You have to see which is best suited according to the question on the slide. Okay, and justify your response. Are you ready for that, teachers? Okay, so here are 2 pictures. Which setup invites students to read without being told? Take your time, take your time. Take your time. Okay, a lot of, I'm getting second, right one, second. Okay, now justify why the second one. Okay, I got the answers. Second one, but why the second one? Okay, why the second one? Book corner, okay, fine. Why the second one? Justify your second one now. All together, captain, of course, the second one because more attractive, classification, easy to pick up book. Excellent, you already know everything. Yes, they're more likely to read what they can easily reachable to them. They can pick up, oh, this is a story book, this is a knowledge book, this is an English book, this is a Hindi book. I can choose anyone. So I got a lot of answers from the teachers, ma'am, I'm using this book in the class. So we can arrange it in a book corner like this, picking up the books and labeling it, arranged topic wise. Excellent. Yes, you have already given that answer because the second picture shows that the books are more visible and more organized. Yes, that inculcate in the children also that you have to be more organized, keep the book at the right place, pick up the book and start reading if you want. First image is very formal. Yes, it was our time. Yes, and lock and key. And there's no interest in reading the books. Yes, absolute, lots of choice. Thank you, teachers, for giving that answer. Very good. Now, which classroom I want you to just go look at that 2 pictures and give me this answer. Which classroom is more likely to build lifelong readers? Why? I want you to tell me why. I know the second one, but I want you to tell me why. You are giving me such beautiful discussion among students. Yes. Practice. Very good. Second option. Why? I want the why also. Very nice because they're sharing the thoughts each other. Very good. Peer discussion. Yes. Very nice. That's the environment. I can say environment shapes behavior. The environment in the class is such that everyone is sitting together and reading and sharing their thoughts. The environment. Excellent. Healthy environment. Lively environment. Oh my God, you gave me a brilliant answers. Very nice. Excellent. What do you notice? Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Hands-on practice. Okay, very nice. Thank you, teachers, for giving the brilliant answers. Very nice. You are on the right path because probably sitting in hand practice, child-centric classroom, very nice. Peer learning gives more impact than lecture. Yes, peer learning is very important. And now if you see which schedule makes reading a priority, not an extra. Look at the two pictures and just let me know. Think about it. Here, there are two schedules. Second one, I know, but why? Because their reading has been included in the timetable. Yes, when you give a structured way of reading, yes, more attractive, yes, but a dedicated period for reading. A dedicated period, yes, reading is included. A dedicated period for reading where, yes, colorful and attractive. A child can go and, excellent, very colorful. Yes. So you all agree with me. The second one looks better because it has a more attractive thing. But you have, if you notice, they start their class with 8 to 8:30. They start with their reading program, where a teacher can bring a book or a student can bring a book and they start reading in the class. A child, before reading a session, making a child to read is best. Excellent. But there is a reading where no English reading, but any book they can pick it up and start reading, and discussion time. Excellent, Preeti ma'am. Thank you, Komal ma'am. More time for reading. Yes, our webinar is all about reading only. Our webinar is the foundation of reading excellence. Like talking about reading. Environment is so friendly. Yes. So we are, yes, schedule is given. A reading schedule is given. Excellent teachers, brilliant. Very nice. Excellent. Okay, same habit, different rules. Same classroom, different readers, different needs. Yes, a child is different. A common misconception is here that all students will read the same books. All students will read, student can discuss. Yes. In reality, the same classroom may contain different readers. A child wants to read the way you were telling me, I like horror stories, I like fantasies, I like this burst. In classroom also, we have same classroom, but different types of readers. Some readers want to read through picture. Some readers want to read. Yes. Excellent. Very nice. Brilliant teachers, very good answers I'm getting. Yes, but different needs. A child is, yes, different needs. Second one, yes, very nice. So how do students read? A reading experience should be rewarded, meaningful and enjoyable. So first they learn the sounds. They learn the sounds, they learn the symbols, they learn the understanding, how the sound says, A says, ah, B says, ba, the sounds of the letters. Then the symbols, they're joining them and speaking, encouraging them. Yes. And small words, cat, bottle, ma'am. Phonics will help, ma'am. Excellent. That's a beginning. Sounds, symbols, words, longer sentences. It progressively, they improve. It's not like there are different stages. They learn the sounds, then they learn the symbols, then they learn small words. And it's a long process to become their avid readers. Then they start making the sentences. First they say bottle, but when you say, this is my bottle, that's a sentence. Then the paragraph starts. So this progression lead us to a leveled meaning reading. I can say leveled reading. You cannot, I cannot, if a child at an age of 4, they're reading small words, that is also fine. At least they started reading. That's their development at a way. And there you reward them. Yes? So how we level this? Beginning, sound, out and read simple words. Then they become emergent, reading short sentences and building meaningful words. Then developing, they're still developing longer sentences and the strong comprehension skills. Then they expand vocabulary, build knowledge. Excellent, very nice. And then fluent. Then when they read with their eyes, they don't need pointer fingers, they read with their eyes. Yes, sight words. Sight words are helping words which help them to make a sentence. First, yes. Students can decode emergent in Kinder all through their no phonics. Students find it boring. No, ma'am, it's interesting. It's a k, at, cat. You make it interesting when you act on it. Yes, very nice. Teachers, do you feel that phonics are important in the class at a very young age because they are making simple sentences? Yes, they're making yes. Some very important, yes. It was not there in our time, but now it is very important to help them to read CVC words. Yes, students and understanding because yes, it make them more confident that I can read. I don't have, yes, phonics is very important. Yes. It's excellent. Very nice. Yes. Sounds very nice. And deeper meanings. Yes. These levels, I will not as labels, but indicators that a child is beginning and they're becoming emergent. And it is not happening in one day. It is a progress from here to here. Yes. Yes. And where the support is needed. Excellent. Very nice, teachers. So that is the level of. Now let's reflect. Beginning, my students can identify some letters and sounds, but cannot yet blend them to read words. They are able to. That's a beginning. And it's a level. It's just a starting point. Then emergent. My students can sound out. Okay, CVC words without effort when they learn about these sounds. Then yes, and developing when they read simple and without any struggle and they're familiar with the word and then they don't use phonics. They understand the word and then they read. And confident is when they're reading their level textbooks and they're exploring more reading words and fluent from the complex text, from the deeper meaning, and then they become fluent. It's a process. It takes time, but when they start doing it, it gives them that confidence. Now, there is a case study. I want you to read the case study carefully, and I want you to identify the reading level of the child. Are you ready, teachers? Are you ready? I want you to first tell me, are you ready? Then only I can start. Excellent. Yes, ma'am. Very nice. Read the case study. Case study means you have to read about it and identify the reading level of the child. Think of 2 immediate things you will do to support that child. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Do you want me to read or you want to? Okay, I'll read. Arav is a student in grade 5. Every day during reading time, he quietly follows along with the class. When asked to read aloud, Arav starts confidently but soon begins to slow down. He pauses at longer words, sometimes try to guess them, and occasionally skips them altogether. When he can read simple sentences, he often loses the flow when the text becomes slightly challenging. After reading, Arav can tell you what the text was mostly about, but he struggles to explain details or answer deeper questions. Over time, Arav has started avoiding raising his hand to read and prefers to stay unnoticed during reading activities. Ma'am, are you able to see my screen? Akshay, are you able to see the screen?
No, someone else has shared the screen.
Okay, let me share the screen again. I read the whole story. Is it fine?
Just a second.
1 second.
It's loading.
Just 1 second.
Now it's visible.
Okay, so I want teachers, can you see the screen, please? Please, somebody has. Okay, I'll share it again.
Just share again. I'm changing the
Yeah, I've done it. I've
settings
done it.
also.
Yeah, I've done it. Arav is a student, ma'am. I have already read this story. I want you, all the teachers, to read this story in the mind, and I will ask the questions. Just go through, or you want me to read one more time? Say yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am, or give me a thumbs up, or you're reading on your own. Word framing, okay. Arav is a student in grade 5 every day during reading time. This happens with us also sometimes. when we started reading. He quietly followed along with the class. When asked to read aloud, Arav starts confidently. Very nice. Please read. I'll give you a minute to read so that you understand. Then we can proceed with the reading similar struggles with longer and unfamiliar words. I want you to ask, give me an answer. He's in which stage? We just talk about these stages. MJ, okay. He loses his flow and becomes slightly challenging for him to read. Maybe that excellent Preeti ma'am, developing stage, yes. He can read basic text, but he struggles with longer words. Because maybe, yes, because appropriate level text is not there, lack of confidence, very good. Building through discussion, celebrating small read. Oh, it's okay, you are not able to read. Let's read in that way. Excellent. Very nice. Here, as teachers, our role is to not very nice. I'm still getting the answer, so I'll identify the reader. How many very nice for making mistakes in front of class. He's comfortable short and not with long. Very good. I'm getting the answer before I put my slide. Very nice, teachers. Very nice. Every reader needs different instructions to grow. Yes. They need a different, yes, every child is different. Every child's level of reading is different. Here, the key message, what I say, our role is not simplified to identify levels. Our role is to respond to them. That how a child is reading and where I can help that child. Yes, teachers, I'm not identifying the role here like he's emergent, but where as a role as how I have to respond, how I have to bring that Arav back, like this is the way we can read. This is the way I can help you out. Let's break it and read it. Let's do it with me. You read with me. Yes, absolutely. He's a reader, but not confident about the. So here we play a role. Yes. From knowing to doing. Yes. So we built reading habits, we explore reading environments, we identify different readers. Did we? Knowledge only become valuable when it changes practice. Yes, do you agree with me? Because when you change yourself, okay, I am ready for this. I am doing this for my class. I'm going to bring all these books in the class to create that reading environment. I'm going to identify my readers and help them to break the word and read. I'm going to practice with them so that they are avid readers at the end of the day. We are not telling you that do it in 1 day or 2 days, but it's a process. It's something which is required, continuous. It's consistency required. Yes, making comfort zone, making a reading program, making a dear time. I got a lot of answers from you all. We identify different readers. Now, what will do differently Now, what will we do differently in our classrooms? My vision for classroom. Are you ready, teachers? Your vision for classroom? Yes. Ready for learning. I am so happy for the teachers. Okay, yes, ma'am, I'm ready. Manisha ma'am said I am ready. How many teachers are ready? Yes, What is your vision? I want you to complete this sentence with me as teachers, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say you are making doctors and engineers. Why not we take a challenge that every child will read with us? You bring your book in the class and start reading with the child. You are here the child is facing for being judged it's okay. Ma'am, you become their armor. You become the armor. Wrong vocabulary. It's weird. Let's do it as teachers because we can do wonders. It is only we believe in our child and we believe reading together with students. Mistakes, we all do mistakes. We all do mistakes. We all do, let's do it together as team. Excellent. That's why we have these webinars. We have webinars for the students as well so that they can join. Please motivate your students also to join these webinars of ULO. It will help them for the gaps in reading. It will build, and I'm sure it will help you in the class also. Ma'am, I attended that webinar. They gave me these strategies in the class to read a book and your half work is solved. So I want all teachers to, yes, I'm ready to encourage my students to read. Bring a lot of books. It cannot be, I will say, don't bring big books. Bring books which a student can use it in the class. Reading corner should be there. And we are not emphasizes bringing pre-loved books. Encourage the children to bring books from home. Old books. Tell them we will let them make sure the reading corner of their classroom, let them settle their class, let them arrange their reading corner by themselves. Okay, ma'am, we are keeping the other books here. Ma'am, we are keeping this one. Let them take that authority to and make a monitor in the class for the reading. Okay, you will be the monitor and you will be checking everyone is taking the right book from the reading corner and keeping it back, because that is very important. I always say books are your best friends. You can take them anywhere. You don't need any friends. Do you agree with? And this is very important. I will be traveling soon. I'll be carrying my book with me because it connects with me, the world, where my imagination and a lot of things. Reading is the part. If they cannot read, please do some effort. You will speak 3 or 4. Yes. One sentence, ma'am, one word. Reading is starting. At least, yes. So I want participant, everyone, take a minute to reflect about your vision. I envision my classroom as what? And space where the students do. I want you to fill this and give me that answer. What are you wish? Yes, to nurture strong reading habits and a passion for learning. Very nice, teachers. I envision my classroom as a what? Space where students dash to what? I want you to fill this and just tell me your vision, and we will help you to take further from here. My vision is to small efforts, big results. Excellent. A small effort and a big result. Excellent. I wanted to fill this and prove, like, yes, leadership attributes to all the kiddos. My vision is, I like that. My vision is that students will read the complex word with ease and fun. Make it, yes. My vision is to build passion for reading. Excellent. My vision is to nurture. Oh my God, beautiful answers, teachers. Thank you so much. That is brilliant answers. Let's do it. I like that. Let's do it. I want to hear that let's do it from all the teachers here and make sure that reading is done then motivates them to participate. Excellent. Let's make it into action now. That reading has to be done. Take 5 minutes from your any class and tell them we will read. Drop everything and read. Let's do it, ma'am. Excellent. Let's do it. Komal, ma'am. Very good. Small efforts. Yes, it's small efforts. It's not big. Collaboratively. Create. Excellent. And please share your books with your peers. If you are bringing books to the class, share it with other classes also. Let's become a group. Let's do it as a team for a child. Yes, more and more words. If one teacher is bringing English books, the other teacher is bringing the story books, the other teacher is bringing poems. So let's explore. Let's make a reading vision is easy to learn. Excellent participation. Very nice. So teachers, here we go. Any questions? And we covered a lot. I love to hear all questions, reflections, and your strategies. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. Do take it in the class. Enjoy. And there's a feedback form. Hope you enjoyed the training. And at last,
Hi Perry, hi Parminder. The
Yes.
feedback form is important. Teachers,
Yes.
if for the certificates to be received, the e-copies of the certificates, everybody has to fill the feedback form. Akshaya is sharing it in the chat box again and again. So please don't leave without filling the feedback form.
Yes, please. That is very important. The feedback is very important, teachers. Please do fill it. Yes. Children become readers not simply because they are taught to read, but because the experience of joy. And let's bring that experience of joy and reading being valued in the class everywhere. And please take a moment to fill that. Vision is easy to learn. Yes. And keep that vision for that. I will stop sharing, and any questions you have, please free to ask. And there are some teachers who are raising their hands, and I will request all the teachers to fill this form, and it will help us to, it will motivate us also. Yes. Akshay, there is one teacher who's raising hand. They're asking some questions. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. I hope you were able to take out a lot of, you were able to get a lot of strategies out of it. Reading program is very important. Dear time is very important. Reading corner is very important. The strategies which we have used in the class, and you don't need to low cost strategies which you can use. There is a teacher, Danshika is raising her hand. Can you please unmute her? She wants you to ask something.
Danshika ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Danshika ma'am, please unmute yourself. You're asking some question. You can write it in the chat box, please.
Chandana ma'am, can you please unmute?
And we have more webinars coming up. Please join those webinars also. It will help you as teachers. And we have webinars for students as well. Please motivate your students to join those webinars. And they're beautiful. They will learn a lot of strategies which will help them in the classroom as well. I know, ma'am, you can write the answer, question in the chat box. I will, any question you want to ask any teacher from where I can get the feedback from, Monica is asking. It's in the chat box only, ma'am. Go up and she will share it again. Ma'am, share it again, Akshay, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. And thank you so much, teachers, for participation. Please do fill the feedback form. That is very important. And let's do it together as team. Very nice. Thank you. Brilliant. Oh my God. Very nice. And thank you for joining. And thank you for staying there with us. And thank you to ULO team for this webinar and for giving me an opportunity to share my experience with everyone. And I have not met you all, but I can get that energy from you all when you're smiling and when you're on the screen. And let's do it as a team and bring that on the board. Like reading is also important. And let's do it. Yes, excellent. Education. See, ma'am, I always say LSRW. Please, let's focus on the child. And my father always tells me, when you teach a child, you have connected with the God. So that I believe, and I take it further as like that. And I am happy that I'm taking it further, and I'm still teaching, and it makes me happy at the end of the day. Yes. Thank you so much. Sridev, ma'am, you have raised your hand. Please kindly write. Thank you, Neela, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.